Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Thursday, the 9th of June 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you need to know about. Let's jump into it. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed down 1.4% to 7,020 points, its lowest level in a month, mostly thanks to the banks. Westpac was down 3%, while Commonwealth Bank, National Australia Bank and ANZ were all off 2%. That's on the back of fears about rising bad debts thanks to the higher interest rates going on at the moment. BHP led the big miners lower. The real estate, industrial, utilities and technology stocks were all weaker. In fact, only the energy sector ended in the black today, led by Woodside, which was up nearly 2%. It was a tough day for the lithium stocks. Pilbara Minerals finished down more than 5%. Liontown Resources and Allkem were both off more than 4%. Lithium prices have soared over the past 12 months, and the debate in the sector is that given greater supply, prices are sure to come off. The counter-argument is that lithium still has growing demand, and where there is an excess supply is in high-grade lithium, which is where most of the Australian companies operate. Story number 2, in the bond market, 10-year yields hit 3.6% today before finishing a touch lower. That's an 8-year high. Bond yields matter because almost all of us invest in fixed income products like bonds via our superannuation funds. They are very safe investments with government bonds backed by governments, of course. We haven't received much of a return from them for many years as interest rates fell. But with interest rates rising, so too are yields, which of course measures the return of bonds. They're becoming a much more attractive investment. Story number 3. The competition watchdog has raised concerns over Aurizon's proposed $2.35 billion acquisition of freight haulage company One Rail, saying it could substantially reduce competition in the rail industry. The ACCC said that the deal would reduce the number of competitors in the supply of coal haulage in New South Wales and Queensland from 3 to 2. That could lead to decreased competition. It's an interesting battle, this one. Aurizon suffered during the pandemic, and investors don't like companies that rely on coal, given that sector is shrinking. Buying One Rail would help Aurizon expand into New South Wales from its home base of Queensland and also add other bulk haulage products like grain, copper and iron ore. It looks like there's some way to go before this deal is done, and Aurizon's share price fell slightly yesterday. Story number 4, the number of industrial disputes during the March quarter dropped from 55 to 30, according to the Bureau of Statistics. Disputes involved less than 12,000 employees, about 1/5 the previous quarter, and 19,600 working days were lost. And story number 5, Chinese exports surged in May, beating expectations, which is good news for the global economy. Supply chains started to return to normal after Shanghai and other cities emerged from lockdowns, and that triggered a 17% jump in exports. Imports were also higher. The figures were some of the first to show the world's second largest economy emerging from its most recent slowdown. It's important because many goods are manufactured in China, and supply chain problems have been part of the global inflation story. If China can get going again, pressure on some prices should ease. That's it for the afternoon report for Thursday, the 9th of June 2022. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Friday Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.